Hey guys, so continuing from last week's video, I'll be making a video on the Sith. So, we've seen the Jedi, now we're having a look at the Sith. So, to start off, the Sith started off as a species on the planet Korriban, and this is a Sith species. They performed sacrificial rituals, and were very... I guess they weren't evil in their own right. They believed what they were doing was good. But when the fallen Jedi came, they were pure evil. So the fallen Jedi came and built a temple on Korriban and a Sith academy actually. And so the Sith became, Dark Lords of the Sith. Well, the Jedi became the Dark Lords of the Sith. And the Sith Order was born. Millennia later, a Sith Lord rose, his name Darth Bane. He had a curved lightsaber hilt which was used for Form 2, I'm pretty sure, but he was able to use that curved lightsaber and embody it into Form 5 and 7. So that's just one aspect about him, but he also created the Rule of Two. Now, the Rule of Two states that there can only be two Sith at a time. There's a master and an apprentice, because at the time the Sith were destroying each other over whether it be land, weapons or supplies, or just because they could and they were powerful enough to do so. And that rule wasn't broken when it was first made at all. For millennia afterwards it wasn't broken until Darth Plagueis became the Dark Lord of the Sith. He wanted to break it. He said the more Sith, the better. Palpatine agreed. Palpatine got his first apprentice, Maul. Then, Palpatine actually liked the idea of the, one Sith Lord himself, and killed Plagueis in his sleep. Then, Maul became his apprentice, and he trained him further. So, once Maul died, in speech marks, when he died, Sidious got a new apprentice, Count Dooku. So Count Dooku became known as Darth Tyrannus, and he trained him extremely well. But then Count Dooku trained Asajj Ventress, and then he also trained Grievous. So he's breaking the Rule of Two with Asajj Ventress, and technically Grievous. But Grievous wasn't trained in the ways of the Force, he was just trained in the ways of lightsaber combat. And then Count Dooku died, Asajj Ventress disappeared, and by that she just went back to being a bounty hunter. Then, when Count Dooku died, Anakin Skywalker became the next Padawan. Now in Legends, Vader trained Starkiller. So once again the Rule of Two has been breached, and this keeps happening for years and years. And technically in canon, Palpatine thought that it would be better if he was the last Sith and the only Sith, so he became all of the Sith on Exegol, and Rule of One was made. Now in Legends there are Sith after Episode 9, but they're not as powerful as Darth Bane. And I mean, Darth Bane isn't even as powerful as some of the other Sith. Neither is Palpatine. Palpatine, it took him ages to become as powerful as he is. One Sith Lord, Darth Nihilus, got bored and hungry and said, well, you know what, I'm going to eat a planet, which he did. Then there was Darth Revan, who was a Jedi, then a Sith Lord, then a Jedi again, and then a Sith Lord. Constantly switching sides. He was technically the first Jedi, Grey Jedi, kinda. But he was, front and foremost, a dark side user. So, the Sith Kyber crystal was synthetic, so they could put the entirety of their Force aura into the Kyber crystal. And Luke Skywalker actually uses a synthetic crystal. You see, during the time of the Empire, the Death Stars operated on kyber crystals. because it created an extremely powerful beam, much like a lightsaber. So they used all the kyber crystals they could, and Luke had to get a synthetic one. Now, he got that, and he put his force aura into it, and then it became green. But now the behind the scenes of why it became green was because the blue didn't work well on the blue sky of Tatooine, so they changed it to green. Well, in the next video, I'll talk about the Grey Jedi. I mentioned Darth Revan as being a Grey Jedi, sorta. So I already mentioned him, and I'll mention 2 other candidates for possible Grey Jedis. Or Jedi. Jedi's the plural of Jedi, isn't it? Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.